How did you first meet Brian Wilson?
I got a call for the date. I was just one of the guys, and he and I hit it off right away for some unknown reason. We did, it was just like an immediate friendship. As a matter of fact, there's a thing that's out, the making of Pet Sounds.
Yeah.
And there's a scene between Brian and I going back and forth, arguing with each other on what is it? God only knows. There's a section that goes bum 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 ba da ba da 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 da,
Yeah.
and he had it really legato ba da ba da da da, and it wasn't working. It was driving him crazy. And I said, Brian, do it short. He says, no, it'll never work. I said, do it staccato. Do it really. That's going to work. And you hear us going back and forth. And sure enough, that's the way it ended up. And he did give me credit for it.
Well, that's good. You got your way.
Yeah, which was really neat. I had forgotten completely about it,
Was Pet Sounds the first session you worked on with him then, that album? Or God Only Knows?
I very well likely could be. It's a little hard to remember. I'll tell you an interesting one, though, is Help Me Rhonda. We did it, and it was the first time. This was done at another studio called TTG.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Still there.
Ami Hadani.
Ami Hadani.
Yeah. And we did that one there, I guess, I don't know why, but that's where we did it. And everything was written. Everything was out. It was written, and I look at him, and I said, that's unusual. We don't have to work anything out, And we played through it one time, and I said, oh, my God. It's magic. This is magic. And, of course, it was. It became a #1 record for them. 20 years later, I go to see Leon Russell at something, and I guess that new album had come out called Smile, I think, or one of the new things where they put a collection of the Beach Boys stuff in.
Yeah, they did that here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Leon says, I played on Help Me Rhonda. I said, hell you did. I said, that was me playing on it. He says, no, I played on it. And he starts to laugh. I said, what are you talking about? You weren't there. You became a big star at that point when we did that again. You were already... He says, I did it before. I said, what are you talking about? He says, we recorded it, and his father hated it.
Oh, really?
And it went on the shelf.
Murray.
Yeah. And after Murray had passed away, came right back out. We redid it. And so on a couple of the albums, there's two versions. One's Leon's and one's mine.
Oh, my goodness.
So you can hear them both.
Oh, yeah.
But yours was the hit.
The hit, yeah. I got the hit.
Was Murray in the studio with you guys all the time?
I never saw Murray.
Really?
I never was there. When I came, Murray, that was already...
Were you in the, Carol, they made her part, and Hal in Love and Mercy? Was there a character in that kind of resembling some people?
Yeah, I guess.
John Cusack film?
What a waste. I got invited to go to the premiere of that. My wife and I went. And we sat through it, and it was really more about his wife's story than his story as far as I was concerned, which is fine. Melinda's a sweetheart. I get along great with Melinda. But I wanted more music. There was so much more music that could have been done. And it was okay, what it was.